there's a documentary movie.
Documentary.
A documentary movie about Elton John. Mostly, I think it's about his like the 5 or so years in the 70s when he put out like a bunch of albums and was doing a lot of drugs. But it looks super fascinating because I think he's just one of the. He's the best.
My friend David is obsessed with the Star Wars Outlaws movie.
The Skeleton Key?
No.
The Skeleton Crew? What is it?
I'll talk about it on the show. We'll get into it.
Oh. Okay. Oh, there's no cord for this.
There is.
You know, grab it. He's gonna have to edit all this out. It's okay. Candle in the wind, and it seems to me like a little light. Drinking beer at a bar in Portland. Thank you. Never know which way you're going home. Let's make sure this works. Hey, that works. We can do the show now.
Oh, yeah. We're totally set. Oh, yeah, we are set. That's right.
Biatch.
Biatch. All right.
Brew Happy! We're the longest running beer podcast in the Pacific Northwest. Why wouldn't they be listening to us?
So many different beers! I got you something really good and really delicious.
Oh my God. You listen to the Brew Happy Show, so do I. Do it.
It's not about the beer. It's about the beer.
Oh yeah, that's Brew Happy.
It is Brew Happy. This is the Brew Happy Show weekly podcast, and I am the voice of beer. I am joined, of course, by Fitzmagic.
Yeah, baby.
And he normally doesn't sound like that. I don't know why he's grabbing himself there, but he is having a good time.
Yeah, baby.
With me right here at the Beer Mongers.
This is the episode of this show.
Uh-huh.
It's called Two Dudes in Portland's Best Beer Bar.
It's true. We are on Southeast 11th and Division, right here in Portland, Oregon. And let me tell you what, this place is poppin'.
Bottle shop and tap room.
That's right.
The best fucking one.
Yes, it is. It is definitely probably
And
the
here's
best and most popular beer bar in all of Portland.
Here's a fun little anecdote.
All 5 quadrants.
An anecdotal part of the show this week.
Yes.
2 parts.
2 parts.
2 parts is it's just 2 of us.
That means this is going to be a long one?
Well, it might be.
Okay.
Depends on how many beers we have.
I'm started on 1.
Yeah, so me too. It's just the 2 of us.
Mm-hmm.
John is feeling sick.
Yeah, John couldn't make it.
Brahman's working.
She's watering plants.
Planting. The second thing is,
Uh-huh.
it's a fucking Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday. This is very unusual and out of character for us. Why are we recording on a Tuesday?
Well, because you had D&D on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I did zoo lights for my wife's Christmas party yesterday.
Yes.
And it was a magically wet time.
Yeah.
Magical. Very wet.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is I didn't even get to do my Dungeons and Dragons. I had to miss it because I had a little bit of a plant emergency going down over at one of our locations. Had to help out with that.
Yeah. So we're here on a Tuesday at Beer Mongers, and if you are a fan of Beer Mongers, you know Tuesday
It's Cribbage night.
Cribbage tournament night.
That's right.
And there's a lot of cards being thrown around. A lot of 15-2s getting counted tonight.
Yeah. So I don't actually.
You don't know Cribbage.
I don't know what the hell is.
The glazed look in your eyes.
I don't know
have
anything.
No idea.
Could you explain for me and the audience
Layman's
what
terms?
is Cribbage?
So Cribbage is
It's a card game,
it's
right?
A card game.
And it involves like little pegs and a board.
Yep. Pegs and a board.
What is that all about?
And so the way it works is usually you play it with just 2 people.
Okay.
And you can play it with 3. There's an augmented rule, but I'm not going to go into that.
So it's a versus kind of thing.
It's a versus thing.
Okay.
In most scenarios, unlike the one I think we're in here,
okay.
typically if I were to play you, it would be $1 a point.
Okay.
And then however many points, I believe, you're behind or ahead or something like that is what you owe the person. And
Okay.
There's some strategery in it, but you are
Strategy?
Strategy. Yeah, that's George Bush's word for strategy.
Oh.
Strategery.
That's actually pretty good.
You didn't know I could do that, did you? So you're dealt a hand, and then you put what is throwaway cards that are not useful to you, that may or may not be useful to the person who gets the crib or the kitty.
Okay. Who's the kitty?
That's a little pot of cards that you throw away. So
Okay.
You
throw cards in a
get,
pot?
You get 6 cards.
Okay.
You keep 4. And then you play against those 4 cards to try and get the most points in 2 ways.
Okay.
Pegging the pegs, moving the pegs, and counting the cards, and
Okay.
then what's in your hand.
So the point is to not get pegged?
No. The point is to move your peg forward into the finish line.
You do want to get pegged.
In that sense, yes.
Okay.
Thank you for that edification. And then there's some fun things because the way you count the cards, you count in 15s.
Okay.
So things that make 15, 10 and 5, 7 and 8, 9 and 6.
Why is 15 a significant number?
So then when you're counting your guys 15-2, 15-4, 15-6,
Okay.
things like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun game. I've literally been playing my entire life.
It seems like a little complicated.
I could teach you
Okay.
when we're not doing a podcast.
Right. Yeah. That would be best.
Especially one about beer, which, by the way, we have.
Yes, we do have beer. We'll get to that in a moment.
It's a fun
but
game,
just
though.
real quick, back to the cribbage.
Yeah.
Okay, is this a game that like anybody can pick up?
100%.
Okay.
It's easier for me because I've been playing since I was 15.
Okay, I see.
So for over 20 years, I've been playing cribbage.
I was under the impression that this was an old person's game.
No. Backgammon is an old person's game.
I like backgammon.
Yeah, I don't know how to play backgammon.
Oh, really?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's an old person's game.
Oh no. Well, I had a chessboard that I used to.
Cribbage is a very old. It's more of an English game.
Right. So I had a chess. The reason I know backgammon is because I had a chessboard that I used to hide my weed inside of, and it had all these little compartments.
Oh wow.
And you flip over the board, and it's backgammon.
Oh wow.
And so one day we
Anytime
flipped
someone
over the board, and somebody was like, "Well, what are these things in here for?" And I was like, it's backgammon. And they're like, "Do you know how to play it?" I was like, "Not really." So we looked up the rules. We started playing backgammon, and it became like a thing. Yeah. So
There you go. Anyway,
I liked it.
yeah, it's a good card game.
Okay, so yeah, back to cribbage.
It's a really fun card game, and it can go quick, but it also can take a while.
Oh yeah.
But you want it to go quick,
Okay. Why?
mostly. Well, because then you want to get to the next player.
So there's other players lined up.
Yeah, so like on family beach trips when I would go with my family, like my dad and my uncle would play a round of cribbage, and then
somebody would play the winner.
I would call next.
Okay.
And then whoever won that one would play whoever's next.
Okay.
And so we would go have cribbage tournaments in the beach,
I see.
my family's beach house. So it was we would go to the beach. We'd do golf. I'm putting my fingers up. You just can't see. Golf. Naps.
That's 2 fingers.
Clam chowder.
3 fingers.
Cribbage.
4 fingers. That's a lot.
It's a lot of fingers to have.
That's a lot to fit in
And a beach trip, yeah.
to one day. Yeah.
Beach trip, not one day.
Yes.
But over the 2 or 3 days we'd be at the beach. That's what we do.
I see. Okay.
It's nap, cribbage, golf, watching golf, which also counts as golf, and then clam chowder.
I'm learning so much about you right now.
There's a lot to know.
I didn't know you had a love of clam chowder.
It depends on who makes it.
Okay.
My
Does
aunt-
it have to be somebody special?
Yeah, my Aunt Stephanie makes a pretty damn good clam chowder.
Okay. What if I made a clam chowder?
I'd have to try it.
But you would.
I would.
Okay.
I do like a good clam chowder.
I think I could make a really good one. Pretty sure I have a recipe for one in my family recipe book.
Not to be a mean person, but you know who does not make a good clam chowder?
Here it comes. What? Who?
Moe's.
Oh, yeah, the place that's supposed to have the quintessential clam chowder on the coast,
It's really not great.
and they have multiple locations.
It's really not great.
It's a good one.
It's a solid if you were dying clam chowder.
Okay. Wow, that's a little harsh. I thought it was pretty authentic.
I think it's been mass produced and commercialized.
I
Unfortunately,
definitely don't
It's
think
not
it's
as-
like the creme de la creme
No.
of
it came out of a bag.
clam chowder.
It didn't
Well,
get-
they
it didn't-
probably
no.
mass make it in
that's what I'm
mass,
saying.
and then they make
There's
portions.
They didn't. Right, but
and
it's
then they
in a
distribute
bag.
those portions in a bag to
Right.
different locations.
If I'm having clam chowder,
Uh-huh.
you're sitting at the stove.
You want it
and
fresh.
and you're putting the cream and
Yeah.
the clam. Yeah, you're doing the roux.
That's
you're doing,
extensive.
Yeah, the mirepoix. You're doing all that stuff.
Right. But you'd have to do that all essentially like.
It takes about an hour.
Oh, okay.
It's super quick.
Uh.
It takes an hour to get, and then you let it ruminate. That's not the word. You let it simmer for
Yes.
a couple hours.
There you go.
But it takes about an hour to make it, and you just leave it on the pot.
Okay. All right.
And then you throw in the fire. That's the other thing going down to the beach is clamming. You
Yeah.
get fresh clams.
Yeah.
That's
We do
why
have a
it's-
lot of clams over here.
That's why it's so integral.
And
Integral.
integral. Yeah. There we go.
Integral.
All right. Let's talk about these beers.
Well, you don't want to talk about my life?
Well, it's starting to get sad.
Okay.
So I just wanted to.
Because of my clam chowder?
Well, you are a little bit obsessed.
I do like a good clam chowder.
Okay. You know what I like
New England clam chowder.
is this delicious
Porter?
porter.
Looks like a porter.
It is a porter. It is the. Where is it?
Right at the top.
I'm looking at the
It's Fremont. It's Fremont Brewing.
Fremont's. No, that's the bourbon Dark Star Barrel Aged
Oh.
Imperial Stout.
Hold on, where's the porter at?
I might have popped it. That might have been 11.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, you should have asked somebody.
Oh.
You didn't know?
Wow.
You better ask somebody. That's some old New Age Outlaws right there.
Yeah, we could ask Russ. Why don't we talk about your beer first, and
Okay.
we'll call Russ over here when he gets a second.
Yeah, of course. So I am drinking a fantastic collaboration beer from, I can't see the board. Oh, Grand Fir and Firestone Walker. This is called Mel, well, it looks like it's Mel Blanc. M-I-E-L, and then Blanc, it's a honey saison.
Oh.
Meal Blanc.
Okay.
It's so yummy.
Yeah.
And I love Grand Fir and I love Firestone Walker. It's a fantastic saison.
They
so
the
good.
two of those breweries doing
And
a collab.
Blanc?
That I mean, you can't go wrong. That's a Firestone Fir,
Oh,
or would that be a Grand Walker?
a Grand Walker.
I
I'd go
like
with a
that.
Grand
Yeah,
Walker.
Grand Walker.
I do think it's Mel Blanc because that was the famous person who did the voice of Bugs Bunny
Most of the voices actually.
of the Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day. Anyway,
Pretty loony guy.
he's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so this was
This is a good
this,
saison, though.
yeah, this was a great porter, and I'm
Go ask him real quick.
I'm baffled.
How about you go ask him and I'll talk about what's on the board.
All right.
So the thing about this board is it is always got really fun things, which means there's lots of opportunity for you to try something different as often as you may or may not come to Beer Mongers. The taps are always a moving. There's a couple of ciders from Bull Run Cider on right now. Looks like there's a Snickerdoodle, which is an imperial cider. I'm guessing there's probably some cinnamon in there. From Maine Beer Company, there's a Peeper Pale Ale. St. Bernardus has a Backstein Ninkel, a Belgian Saison on. Fort George has a Diamond Run. It's a wild ale with raspberries from 2022.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I also tried, although I might go back to it, from Dwinell. It's called the Welcome Wagon. It's a wild apple ale.
I thought Dwinell shut down.
They still are getting things out. They're just selling.
Oh, okay.
They haven't fully done away with it. I think.
Sounds like you can still get some delicious Dwinell beers and ciders.
I did see that Snickerdoodle. I was just talking about that. That was my name. in
You were
high school.
talking about that up at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not your name in high school.
Yeah, white sugar cookie with a little cinnamon. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, that does look like a good cider. Imperial ciders, by the way, are usually between like 8 and 10%.
Oh, okay.
Because that one will fucking knock your boots off.
Yeah. Well, I don't want a beer to knock my boots off. I want to be able to.
That was not my name in high school.
Oh, boot knocker?
Yeah, that was not
No?
me. No.
Okay. Yeah.
I was a good kid in high school.
Nobody calls anybody that.
Oddly enough, that's not my brother's username handle.
Boot knocker?
No, knocking boots.
Knocking boots?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't ask me why.
That's
I think you know.
the second The only screen name I've seen worse than that is Mofugger 6969.
My current name is Cucumber Quincy.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Some guy was like flirting with my cousin when this was back when like AOL and Yahoo chat rooms were like a thing, and she's like, yeah, this guy, he lives in my town.
His name's Mo.
What do you think? What do you think? And she shows me his picture. And it's a screenshot of like his profile, which said Mofugger 6969. And I'm like, he's a good-looking kid, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to disapprove just solely based on his screen name. She's like, really? What's wrong with it? I'm like, girl,
Mofugger.
let me explain boys to you.
He's an idiot. But yeah, Beer Mongers is a happening place. Lots of bottles, lots of great taps, like we talked about. They do rotate, so if you're not in...
Oh, my God, this place is awesome.
It's fun. And you can watch all the Portland Timbers games right here.
They got a Czech Pilsner that just went on.
I did see that. That might be another one to have.
And that's by Otherlands.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have...
Have you heard of this brewery?
No.
Me neither. Otherlands. What is that?
I know. I picked up some beers.
It's called the Cult of Wenceslaus.
Let me see.
What the hell does that say?
Wenslaus?
Wenslaus? Cult of Wenslaus.
Wenslaus?
12-degree Czech Pilsner.
Wenchless? Is that like Santa Claus?
I don't know, but it weighs in at 5%, a solid 5%. And
Santa Claus?
It's a $7 beer. It's 16 ounces. It's a delicious find. I bet I would like to have that next.
I don't know if I'm going to have the Snickerdoodle.
I've never gone from dark to light, but that is tempting.
That is tempting.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Steeplejack Porter that I have,
it is Steeplejack.
It is the last one.
Oh, damn.
So I guess I blew the keg.
Bummer, dude.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show you, some people have good taste.
Some people will drink it all up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yum, yum, yum.
Before we take a break, we want to say thank you.
Oh, yes. We love you listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening on whatever app you're listening to us. We are wherever podcasts are found, and we do appreciate comments. Please leave comments. Rate us. 5-star reviews would be great. If anything lower, please reach out on social media, and we'll negotiate. I could send you a T-shirt or a nice beer glass. I have plenty of glassware. But yeah, and if you want to help support the show, check us out on patreon.com/brewhappy. And for as little as $1, you can help support the show. At the $5 level, we kind of interact with you a little bit, send you a shirt, little mementos from our adventures in the Breuniverse, and we'll invite you to awesome parties that we have, like the one we have every year. The one we had last month was our Thanksgiving party, and that was a thanks party to our Patreon members. Yeah. And I do want to thank all of you out there.
Yeah.
Who helped support the show. Thank you so much again for coming. For those of you that didn't make it, we were definitely thinking about you. I didn't mention everybody that was on our Patreon subscriber list, but we are thinking about every one of you.
Yeah, we do love you guys.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome. So thank you so much. And of course, at the $25 level, that's when you become one of our big-time sponsor supporters, and people like John Paul Cigars. And Lazy Days Brewing.
3 convenient locations, and Lazy Days has 2 convenient locations.
And those guys are great. If you haven't checked out one of those, they're one of our big Patreon members, and they support us every month with a higher donation.
Yeah.
But that's usually starts at the $25 level. So if you have a business that you'd like us to promote, or maybe you just want to support us in a bigger way, we'll just give you a shout-out every single week like we do for those guys, and that's much appreciated.
Yeah.
And you guys go.
It really is.
If you listen to last week's episode, we talked to John Paul at his newest Hazeldale location.
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Cigars.
That's true. Yeah.
So that was a fun show.
That was a fun show. We love blowing up our local businesses, and we love to support local economy. So it's really important. That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes our neighborhoods thrive and our town succeed. So that's what it's all about, community.
And on that note,
I think it's time to listen to some words from our friends in the Breuniverse with a little music transition. Here we go. We'll be right back with some more beer right here at Beer Mongers. Cheers.
Hello, I'm Jeremy from Brews for New Avenues, and you're listening to The Brew Happy Show.
I'm John Paul from Paul Cigars. Everyone knows I think craft beer is awesome, but so is my huge selection of cigars. You can get all your favorite tobacco products at any one of my conveniently placed locations in Beaverton, East Vancouver, and my headquarters store in Hazelden on Highway 99 at 88th Street. Our wide selection and helpful staff will make your visit so very satisfying. You might even want to have a beer to celebrate. So come on in and check us out. For more information, contact us at paulcigars.net.
I'm Jake. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Avery with Lazy Days Brewing, and you're listening to The Brew Happy Show.
John, I need more beer.
Smoke it.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Don't you know?
I do know.
Man, it's a week till Christmas.
It is.
That feels fucking weird.
So I have...
It's a week till our Christmas show at the McPolanders.
I have presents for everybody.
Next week, by the way...
I just have to get them into the mail now. That's the big challenge for me. For some reason, I have a hard time getting things into the mail.
You know, if you put it in a box and just take it to the post office, they'll throw postage on it.
I know. That's the thing. So, for one,
You just don't know how to do that?
So, I have an aversion to lines. And every time I go to the post office, if it's like more than 5 or 6 people, I can't.
Why don't you just make Brahman do it?
If she's going, then yeah, I let her handle that.
Take her as your male companion.
But it's not always fair to just have her go take care of my stuff. I need to be able to do that myself. And the other thing is, I don't always have time to go to the post office at all.
That's true too.
Not even for like 5 minutes. I work the same hours as the post office, so
why not just find like a postal box and throw everything in there?
It's a little more complicated than that because I got to put things in a package, and then I have to have somebody put the postage on it, and yada yada yada. You gotta weigh it.
Did you get a lunch break?
Yeah, but that gets complicated too. I gotta wait in the line, and then I'm burning up my lunch break, and then if it goes over, then I might get in hot water. It's dicey. It's dicey.
You have a rough thing going on there.
I know. Well, that's that's working hours. That's just how that works. Adulting is tough.
I know. So next week we have the McPolanders Christmas show.
We do.
And then the following week we're going to be at the studio, at the JPR studio.
That's right. You guys are going to be at our place.
JPD studio. JP some just paid for rent.
Just paid rent.
The green table.
That's how you remember that.
For our final show of 2024.
Oh yeah.
Final show of the season.
Yeah.
My final show.
Aww.
I know. It's a lot of finals.
Can you do a couple shows in January?
I think we
at the end of January.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
I think I'll be guest hosting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're going to Florida.
Yeah. I have some stuff I got to take care of with my mom, and she's been having heart problems. And then Bronwyn's got a plant convention she has to go to, so it all lines up, luckily. But yeah, I already took time off work.
Good job.
Plane tickets are bought.
You should let me know the dates.
Rented a car, 17th to the 28th.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm going to be doing a brew.
Yeah, if anybody's going to be down in Florida and you want to have a beer,
Damien DeBiser will be in Florida.
Let us know. I want to talk about this menu we have here at the Beer Mongers real quick. So, they got 15 taps, and then they also have a cask engine.
They do.
Yeah, so, and then,
It's pretty fucking cool.
I'm pretty sure they got a nitro as well, but not always.
Not on.
So they got the Bull Run Snickerdoodle Imperial Cider that you were talking about earlier.
I mentioned some of the taps while you were gone.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll just skip to the one that sticks out the most is Fort George and Brothers Cascadia Diamond Rain Wild Ale with raspberries. Holy shit! And it's a 2022.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Might have to have that one.
Yeah. So that might be my next beer right there.
I saw another wild ale in the cooler from Fort George.
Yeah.
It was something about the holidays, and it looked old, and I wanted it.
Yeah, and then one something I thought that John Paul would really be into is the irrelevant beers. Find My Way West Coast IPA.
Ooh.
Or the Ruse Shadowy Anatomy Hazy IPA. I know he's not always into hazies, but he usually likes just about anything that Ruse puts out, which is saying something. And then that Von Ebert Silver Sash you were talking about.
Yeah.
West Coast IPA. That
I like that too.
Now, one thing I do want to address is the cask engine. Away Days. I didn't even know they did cask ales. They have the Down Tools Dark Mild. Now, a Dark Mild is a perfect beer
John likes
to have on a cask
Yeah.
engine. That is a really good idea, and that's going to be so a cask is room temperature, and you have a hand pump that pumps the fizzy part into it, the bubbles.
The carbonation.
The carbonation, yeah, thank you. And then that weighs in at 3.2%. So an English mild is meant
Low.
Yeah,
low ABV.
But it's a dark. I'm presuming this is a dark English mild, but they're supposed to be low ABV so that you can enjoy a dark beer for the the bulk of the evening without getting too drunk to
Smackered.
teeter on home.
It's true.
Yeah. So it's really cool when you walk into a pub and they have something unique like a cask engine.
Yeah.
It's not always about the nitro beers, and I know room temperature beer isn't for everybody, but let's be honest, most beers, if you're flapping your gums long enough, they get to room temperature anyway.
That's true too. One of my favorite things as far as pouring devices is the Luger tap. For Pilsners that our friends over at Weiss.
Oh, yeah.
A couple other breweries have. A Luger tap is a long pour Pilsner tap.
Uh-huh.
And it pours incredibly slow to create a different body of flavor from the Pilsner.
It kind of works the same in a similar fashion as the nitro as far as purpose is concerned.
Yeah, it's just very, very low on the old pressure.
Correct.
Low on the pressure.
You know what? I'm probably going to need another beer here. I don't know if I want to go dark with the Fremont.
You have to you have to get home.
Well, I was going to see if I could hitch a ride with you, actually.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Or I could just stay here at Beer Mongers and keep drinking until Bronwyn gets done with her plants.
So it's 11 o'clock, and Sean's like, you have to get out of here.
She'll be done at like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. It's still late.
Yeah, it's still a little.
Still a little late for you to get back up and get back to bed.
Yeah. I got a water delivery route to maintain.
Well, do you want me to do a little news while you're gone?
Yeah. So get into that, but save
the one.
Save a slice of.
I'll save the one for you. The one that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I'll talk about
the closure for Foreland. I want to talk about that a little bit.
So now we don't have to talk about it because you just talked about it.
Well,
way to pimp it.
We're gonna get into it. We are gonna talk about it.
Way to pimp it. Von Ebert Brewing reveals its 2025 beer release calendar.
There you go.
I'll talk about that.
That's a good start.
You'll hear about it in a second. Or later. Of course, their core beers, Volatile Substance, which is a Northwest-style IPA. Their Sector 7 Hazy IPA. Their Pils, which is a German-style Pilsner. Their Clubhouse Lager, which is an American light lager. Drink Me Potion, which is a raspberry tart ale. And the Waning Echoes, which is an American stout, are going to be hanging out and... well, hold on a second. I gotta stop talking for a second because we are being joined by a guest, a man of great infamy and prowess. He's a man who knows a lot of things. He's had a lot of beers. And now it's no longer just 2 dudes at Portland's best beer bar. Oh, he did a thing. He just did a thing. There we go. And it's broken. Now it's 3 dudes sitting at Portland's best beer bar. Joining us on the microphone is the man himself, Sean Campbell.
Thank you very much.
Dude, what's going on, man? It's good to
Not
see
much. Chilling. Yeah.
You are chilling. You were playing some cribbage.
I was. I lost.
Did you lose? You're out?
I'm not that good.
I love it. It's my favorite.
Where are you from?
Here.
Okay.
I've been playing since I was like 15.
Nice. Those are the best stories. Like, people grew up playing. They played with grandma. And
Uncles and aunts, yep.
And it makes you put your phone down. That's one of my favorite things.
favorite.
Like, I've met some real friends here on
Tuesdays?
Tuesday? Yeah, there you go.
Whatever day it is.
Tuesday. And, yeah, you
Damien
have
had
to.
no idea. He's like, what's cribbage? I was like, what? He goes, there's cards and a board with pegs. And I was like, yes. And he's like, but it's more than that.
Well, you could just use a piece of paper, too. The
could do
board is, like, not that.
The board isn't,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's part of the atmosphere.
You need it. Even a tiny board, like
Even
at the
a tiny board.
coast. Yeah, anywhere.
What I was talking about, that's my favorite thing is we would go to the coast, and I was like, there's 4 things we do over there. It's nap, golf, clam chowder, cribbage.
Yeah.
And he's like, in that order? I was like, not necessarily. Usually it's a couple naps.
You can't swim at the Oregon coast, so
You
there's
can't.
none of that. So you have to have other
You
things
might walk
to do.
out to the beach to get clams, to which then make the clam chowder. And I was like, and watching golf or playing golf are also okay, but like, you're doing one of those 4 things, that's your weekend, you're having a good weekend.
Yeah. If your family doesn't know how to play cards, then
Fuck.
you're probably fucked. Yeah, I think, because the
Please
phones
do
have
not-
taken over.
Do not repopulate your earth with non-card playing fuckers.
It's going to save humanity.
Oh my gosh. What happened?
Oh, I got you a present.
Oh, yeah, you did. Also, Sean Campbell's here, and he got us a present.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Sean, you're the best.
I went
for a whiskey barrel-aged.
You went on the other end of the spectrum.
salted
huh? Oh,
maple
wow.
barrel-aged beer.
Big
Yeah.
bag Baptist.
All right. Well, thank you,
Just
Sean.
a small amount, though.
Okay. Tiny.
Damien got us huge pours because he's very generous.
At 10%.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
cold. Imagine when it warms up.
That's gonna develop nicely.
That's delectable. I put that on a pancake.
A pancake
or a waffle, or I bathe it.
You're gonna pancake?
I am hungry.
You're not helping.
Pancake House is not far from here,
It's
but
true.
they're not open 24 hours
God damn it.
anymore.
That's a good whiskey barrel aged beer there.
Can you bring that? Like, can you bring your own
beer?
Just tell them
syrup?
it's maple syrup. Like, look,
You could
add that.
I got my own maple syrup. Is that all right?
Yeah.
It's room temp. Nice. Okay, well, I take another sip of that.
That is so good.
That's a beauty. What did you bring in those goblets?
Okay, so
You got yourself a beer?
Well, I couldn't resist. You know, I wanted to get that wild ale by Fort George and Brothers Cascadia, the Diamond Rain, and I was really interested that it's that you guys had a beer from 2022, Sean. That's amazing. Do you do this a lot? You guys
Quite a bit,
you
yeah.
just kind of hold on to some really
Yep.
good kegs, and you're like, I want to see what happens with this.
Yes.
Wow.
And how is it?
That's such a treat.
It's really nice.
You and I, my friend, are going to try this at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I would say it's like really fruity, but
Cheers.
it's like mellowed out in the sour fruitiness. Yeah, taking on.
All right. So really good bouquet, very obviously sour. Very forward with the berry. Okay. I'm going for it.
There's something happening there. It's very different from the giant, big old whiskey barrel aged thing we just had.
Obliquely tart.
Oh, very tart.
And then
but super good.
The fruit kind of catches you in the middle, and then it goes back to the tart.
It's funky.
And it finishes well.
Yeah, it's funky.
Clean.
I think the funkiness might have built over. That's what we're getting over the time, maybe. 'Cause it was pretty fruity right out of the gate.
Yeah.
It's funkier
I like
now.
that.
But it's not bad. It's
No.
really good.
That's
Have
great.
you had it since you tapped it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sean?
I think it's still really fruity.
Yeah.
It could even age longer. That's what's fun about it.
Really?
We have a little space in the back at the new spot where we're going to age beers. Yeah, the next podcast you guys do, we'll do it in the back.
Okay.
It'll be like the first cellar session. It's tight back there.
That's
it's going to be real cozy.
Oh, we haven't done one of those
Yeah.
since the bodega room.
Oh, my God, dude. It's going to be rad.
Nice.
And we've been renting a space at Portland Wine Storage for years.
Oh?
And I love those guys. They're great.
They're great.
But I think now in this new space, we have enough room to age what we, it's not.
Yeah.
A lot of people we know age their own beer at home.
Okay.
So we only need less. But something like this will chill out in the sourness. It'll develop funkiness, and it'll be better
Yeah.
for some of us in
Okay.
a couple of years if you can afford the space. And
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Well, you will look forward to that episode coming in 2025.
I'm really glad that you guys have the
like
space for that.
February, March, do a little cellar sessions.
Especially if it's
That sounds great.
Especially if it's dark beer season in February.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it is dark beer in February,
There you
and
go.
we need more. And we're a week shy in February,
Are
actually.
you going out to
Festival.
Astoria?
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing with the Festival of the Dark Arts, my friend. That thing sells out in 45 minutes.
I know. I haven't been a couple of years for that.
and-
It's great, though.
and-
I'm so happy for him.
But I think the other thing to think about, too, is not only is it going to be dark beers,
Yeah.
it might be wild ales. Stuff that can sit and sit in the dark, damp.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
I need to be able to
Like
get
this
a hold
one.
of some tickets.
This one is, no, I'm talking about like for him.
Oh, yeah?
Not just stouts and stuff. It's
Uh-huh.
going to be wild. This
Other-
is, yeah, stuff that can cellar in different ways.
Yes.
That's
All,
just-
all the ways. Oh.
That's fun.
That's good stuff.
That's fun.
Okay, so the beer that I got for the remainder of the evening,
Oh, yeah.
because those were just, these, believe it or not, are
This,
just,
this is like an aperitif.
these are tasters.
Yeah.
And so
Palate cleanser, if you will.
what I wound up going with,
A
pretty tall.
A whole glass of
Yeah.
taster.
The bartender, Russ, is pretty generous. Let's do a pro spell for that guy.
There you go.
We love Russ.
yeah.
Got to give him some love.
I don't know how much
One of the
money he
best.
just cost Sean, but that's fine.
Oh,
Well worth it. One of the best dudes, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He is a good dude.
He is old beyond his years.
Wisdom.
He looks like he just got off a fishing vessel.
I love the mustache. That's one of the things I like the best about him.
Yeah.
Not enough mustaches. Sean, I bet he agrees.
Doing great.
You're doing a mustache.
I am doing a thing.
Yeah, I do a mustache. I don't look right.
But you throw the
I have
handle.
to do the beard.
You do a handlebar and it doesn't look right on you.
Okay, I could have done a different style.
You do need
but
to do more of a Tom Selleck.
yeah, I can't
There
get the
is one of those
bushiness.
here, Alec. Yeah.
Yeah?
He's got a Tom Selleck.
Okay,
He's got a Tom
alright.
Selleck.
Yeah, my
He's
dad had a
working at
Tom
Lombard
Selleck.
House
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the whole Portland 3-step.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah?
have 8 jobs.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
It's
It's
called
worth it.
making
Try it.
It's making it. You're making living right there.
Because I know if
I gotta let it
Damien
grow in a little more.
if he went stash, he'd take all the white out.
There you go.
Which
think?
would make him look
Yeah.
younger.
Oh, yeah.
Because he looks pretty old with the white in there.
Well,
But the rest of his head
it's the silver. The silver's
from-
down here in the bottom
I
of the
know,
beard.
so just go stash. You're taking
Yeah,
10 years
yeah.
off, bro.
It's dark up top
Yeah,
and it's dark
that's
on
why
the
I
sides.
did this.
Oh, is that why you
Yeah,
shave?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it's
Yeah,
just
he
a-
might still get carded.
Yeah,
There's
oh,
no
yeah,
fucking way you and I are getting
Yeah,
carded.
yeah,
still
yeah.
get
There's a
carded all the
chance,
time.
yeah.
Baby
exactly.
face over here.
all the time.
I know. That's real nice.
But that's why I can't have a clean face. My wife's like, I'm not married to a 21-year-old. I'm married to a
I
38-year-old.
refuse to be called
She's like,
chaperone
God fucking
anymore.
damn it.
Yeah, she's
Right.
like, I want a man.
Right. But your hair, the hair on your head,
Yes.
is all black. There's very little white up there.
Thank you.
Creation form.
The facial hair
Very
is
generous of you.
very white.
Yeah.
You almost
Wow.
are aging in the wrong way.
Wow. Jeez.
Right, just on the lips.
Oh, just the lips.
The lips.
Shave
My lips
that
are aging.
Fucking beard.
Yeah, shave the beard, keep the mustache.
My-
Next week.
My lips are
I'll
full
give you $10.
and natural and no Botox.
I'll give you $10 if you shave everything but the mustache for next week's show. $10.
$10?
$10. I'll shake up.
Okay.
You
$10
can't.
$10 and you got to buy me a beer.
Well, that's easy.
Okay.
Because I'm bringing one for you.
All right. What? No, you got to buy me a beer.
I'll buy you
Of
a
my
beer,
choice.
and I'll bring it to you.
In addition to the $10.
Yeah, in addition to
Okay,
the
sure.
one you just told me you're bringing.
By the way, next week we have to pick up because I
Yeah.
know Sean has it.
Sean's my broker, by the way. He's my-
Well,
my
he's
guy.
brokering the wrong guy. So here at Beer Mongers, I know there is a Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout.
Oh.
And I know there's probably, well, I don't know. Is there some Lindemann's Framboise back there?
These things might be available.
At a wonderful place like Beer Mongers, where you can find all the beers that your heart desires.
If he didn't have them for some strange reason, you could also go to John's Marketplace.
Probably.
But those we have to bring next week, because that is our Christmas treat is chocolate raspberry mixture.
Yeah.
Have you had it before?
That's oh yes, I have, and that's a classic wager. That's like your guy's $1 bet.
Oh, okay.
But no, I'm not going to bring that. I'll bring that, but I'll bring you something else too.
All right.
But you have to shave literally everything but the mustache.
Okay.
And you can't have handlebars.
You have to shoot me a text about this throughout the week.
I'll shoot you a text on Saturday.
I'll forget by tomorrow.
Saturday.
I mean, should we check with any women that are in the house if this is allowed?
I
feel like
Bronwyn has seen.
Fuck with my facial hair. I have to basically check with the woman
with the
that
lady.
lives in my house.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Usually
Don't
how
come
that
home
goes.
till it grows back.
Bronwyn loves me with or without the stash.
Yeah, keep her.
But it's the but
She
having-
is.
I'm ready to kick the one out of my house.
Oh,
because
man.
she has a lot of opinions about my face.
That's harsh.
Funny, she's got to look at it, so that's a weird way to put it.
I know. But apparently Bronwyn's just like, do what you want, Damien.
Yeah.
But she also she could go either way on the facial hair. It's the long hair.
Oh, she does like the long hair.
See, and I've been like, dude, you should cut it.
I've been
She's
blessed
one of
with
the
good
best.
genes.
You should go with like a
She's good.
pompadour, and you won't.
I did
I
have
know.
a little bit of a pompadour when I was a kid. It was more of a spiky pompadour, but
She didn't know you then.
No, she didn't know. Nobody
She
knew
probably
me
wouldn't
then.
have dated him.
Yeah, I was really into like poetry slam
Of course
competitions.
you fucking were, you
Yeah,
fucking nerd.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was into.
The grass is my friend.
Well, I actually wound up with a poem about my bed in a coffee table book.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No one will read that book.
I haven't.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, I want to talk about this beer that I got.
Yeah, sorry. Let's
Okay,
get
so
back to the one beer.
This is my main beer that I'm gonna do for the remainder of the evening.
Because this is now not the porter.
Dude, no, it's not the porter. I finished that.
Oh, that's right.
So this is the Fremont Bourbon Barrel-Aged Dark Star Imperial Stout.
Oh, shit.
Dude, this thing weighs, I didn't realize it when I ordered it.
12?
No. Go higher.
14.
15.3%, dude.
We're carrying you out on a stretcher.
Look at the portion, too.
Oh, that's not even an 8-ounce pour. That's like a 10.
It's supposed to be 8, but I think they over-poured it.
Oh, I think he might have put it in the wrong glass.
I think he's
Because
going
you
to have
guys are celebrities. You
Man,
got
he's going to
the
have
big
to drink
pour.
all of it now.
Fuck, Damien.
I
Let me have a
could-
little taste.
Yeah,
of that,
go
bro.
for it.
I do have a question
That's
now that
too
you've
much, man.
How does it compare to the Big Bad Baptist salted maple?
It's on par for sure.
Just smell it. It's like licorice.
Oh, it's
just
so
fucking
yeah. There's like
blackstrap.
some coffee funk.
Now the Bad Baptist, the Big Bad Baptist has probably some, I would say
More cookie characteristics, yeah.
and more pronounced flavors. Whereas
This one's just dark. And
the Dark
thick,
Star?
Yeah. Probably more chocolate, and that's about it.
definitely more chocolate, yeah, and a dark chocolate. Like if you've had a
Sean said licorice,
92% cacao, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like
Cacao.
Cacao.
yeah,
High cacao.
fun to drink,
No milk
Fun to
chocolate
say.
in
Fun
that
to say,
motherfucker,
yeah.
This is fun because you can get the complexity of both the maple and that sea salt.
yeah,
Where that one you're probably just getting a nice big bold flavor all the way through.
yeah. Now, Sean, I gotta ask. You probably
gotta ask?
Well, I do. I
Okay,
have to.
That's fair. Go ahead.
It's part of the show.
It is part of the show.
Do you try every beer that goes on draft here?
I mean, I do drink a lot, yes. I would say every beer we serve, I have tried, yes.
Okay,
That's probably
okay.
true.
Okay, so you've
I'm
had
trying not to.
You've had both of these beers.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite out of the two of them?
Right, that's a great question. I would probably drink more of the Dark Star in a smaller quantity. Like I feel
Like one of
like
these.
the Epic, it's like a bit sweet for me, and that
It
might
is
do some
sweet.
damage to my old ass body.
I don't.
Adjuncts are a thing
Yeah,
that
that's true.
exist.
Adjuncts.
And I like them.
Okay.
You know, like I like a coconut, I like a vanilla, but when you get to salt or maple or caramel, so it's different.
Do you have a hard time with that stuff?
Ethically, no. But like personally, yeah.
Okay.
So I want to promote all the beers.
Yeah.
But like, when I drink them, and
I'm
I
not
do think
saying it's a thing,
Yeah.
but it's a thing.
right,
Yeah.
like I want to mostly drink things I like,
Yeah.
but I want to try things we sell.
Yeah. I mean,
Every single like can or bottle, pretty much. Yeah, I've tried.
and there are
Draft.
and there are going to be some things that like that you like, but your body decides it doesn't like. Like Bronwyn loves sours and wild ales, but she can't drink very many of them because it upsets her acid reflux.
Gastrointestinal shit.
Yeah. So like, and then like I can't do too many hoppy beers.
Oh yeah.
Because it upsets the back of my throat. I don't know. I get this itchy thing.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
And then people got different strokes for different folks.
I
Now-
think the
now
other thing
for
too
me,
is-
I think I'm in the Big Bad Baptist
Yeah,
camp.
you are. It's
Because it's so sweet, and I know
easy. You like a pastry. You are about a pastry stout.
you guys are looking at me right now, and you're like, "Well, Damien, you're sweet enough already."
No.
But
I'm licking my lips. That's tasty as fuck, dude.
It
I'm
is.
not lying, dude.
It
That's
is,
really
yeah.
fucking good.
It's pretty damn good.
I mean, I'm glad we're sharing it because I won't drink it all.
Oh, and you'd feel bad. You're like, oh, somebody needs to drink this, or it's just gonna.
I've eaten a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's. Like I feel
Oh,
bad all the time.
I
dude,
have done
you know?
that. Oh man, yeah,
to the
that's
Ben and Jerry's.
So
yeah, that's.
I'm not afraid of a little morning guilt. You know,
A 37-year-old me. That's
good.
That's what was going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break on that one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah?
you got
I want
lager?
to get to this raspberry ale.
I'm gonna pour you
No,
some
no,
of
don't
that
pour
anyway.
anymore.
No?
No, don't pour anywhere.
No? I'm gonna put it over here by you to tempt you.
Yeah. You could do that. I'm not gonna drink any more of it. It's delicious though. I want to cleanse the palate so I can have this unadulterated. But
Oh, yeah.
here's the funny thing is, like I did with the Dwinell, the wild apple ale.
Okay.
I just tried a little bit.
Yeah.
So Sean doesn't have to drink a whole.
Yeah.
You just try a little bit and go, okay, that's fun. I can get now. I have a flavor profile.
Of course, yeah. I just
to
meant
talk about.
like
right.
he not that he was like tossing back a pint of every single beer that comes through here, but like the taste testing.
Now, to
There's
be-
only like these.
It's not a bad job to have.
There's only three things I do.
Yeah.
Either yes, 100%.
Yep. Thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't fuck it up.
Kinda in the middle.
Trash, let's dump it.
Thumbs
That's it.
down, yeah.
And so you can tell.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you a paragraph on a little taste, but I can give you a they destroyed this. It's awesome.
Are you in the same camp as us that, especially during fresh hop season when your board is full, you're like, well, I'm going to have to try them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That would probably be the toughest time of the year, in my opinion, because you're like, there's 95.
But occasionally something's bad, and that's okay, man.
That's okay.
It happens.
And I'm really struggling with
It
that.
happens.
As I get older, to just
Yeah.
be like, dude, you fucked up.
It sucks.
I can't buy that.
Yeah, and that can happen for any number of reasons. Sometimes the keg gets infected because it wasn't thoroughly cleaned.
Or
sometimes
just a bad
some mucka gets in between the coupler and the keg.
I've been homebrewed since 2004 for this reason.
Right?
It's really fucking hard to keep shit clean.
It's a lot of cleaning. It's constant cleaning, and you just touch
It's
one
so
little
boring.
thing, and you could infect an entire batch, and it's
Fucking
just
stupid.
yeah. So I mean, it can happen anywhere along the way.
You know what you do?
What?
Make a wild ale.
Yeah, wild ale.
Von Ebert can't make wild IPA. Like, they really can't.
Oh yeah,
I love
will
them because
get
their lager
fired.
game is
You
fucking
know?
great.
they do have good lager game, but that's funny to hear that they can't do a wild ale. A lot of breweries are afraid to do a wild ale.
They can, but
They need multiple different places to do that.
Yeah.
and it's
their
really
Glendevere,
hard.
their Glendevere space has a lot of that fermenting open wild yeast.
Yeah, you need
project,
a isolated place to do that because wild yeast will aerate and it'll get in the air. It'll get in your brewery. It'll infect other
Well, that's the
parts.
way Swift Cider does their projects. And I don't know if it's still this way, but when I first started on the show 9 years ago, Swift was still doing fermentation on the bare floor of a barn.
What?
Swear to God.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
And it's wild yeast. And so they were doing these wild yeast ciders because it was just open fermentation. And they were making some of these at the time, I really loved Swift.
Yeah, and I mean, everything does get filtered in post.
Right,
There's a Swift Ale Apothecary connection.
Yeah.
Like there are some,
So there's some funky funk.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't bad. And that's what I think everyone thought was. I was like, no, it's still alcohol.
Different.
So the germs are dead. But it was so open. They're like, well, it's a barn. It was like, it used to be a barn. There's not like live shit happening around there. It's just on the dirt floor that was once a barn.
Also, once it's fermented, it's really clean.
It's fucking alcohol.
Yeah,
Shut
there's
the
no
fuck
more
up.
activity going on.
No.
And hell, like Franciscan monks used to do this.
Did it next to the shitter.
On
Yeah,
active farms.
Yeah,
So-
that too, yeah.
And people loved it.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Sean, I just wanted to ask, so you got a great tap list here tonight. Is there anything that you would say sticks out for you that you would recommend to beer drinkers?
That empty space is kind of pissing me off.
Number 11? Yeah,
I mean, I would say the Cask all the time, dude. Cask is crushing it.
You are a Cask
It's
man.
fucking amazing.
You are a Cask man,
Away
yeah.
Days, Machine House.
We were talking
Thunder
about-
Island. Like, there's so many. Foreland, R.I.P., Portland Tap House.
We haven't talked about that, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, that for me all year round.
Yeah. We were talking about the cask engine and how it's really unique and kind of special when a tavern or a pub has one of those. It's very rare.
Another thing I saw this year was Cloudburst made like an Anchor Christmas kind of homage, like a spiced holiday ale.
Really?
And I do think that's gone away. Like, people don't make spiced holiday ales. They make like fucking strong IPAs.
It has been a while since I've seen one.
You know, like sprucey. Like, I know it's not going to sell, but who cares? It's Christmas. Make that beer.
It had a
And
heyday for a
Cloudburst
minute
did
there.
it, and
Yeah.
it was good. They're like a small brewery.
Yeah, we
in
were seeing
Washington,
a lot of that kind of stuff. Spruce tips were really popular
for the
around
IPAs, yeah. And
Yeah.
I thought that
Like
was
6
cool
years
too.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like Magnanimous, Boss Rambler did one.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other people, but
what is that?
I'm like, try it.
Top Cutter. Who does the Top Cutter?
Bale Breaker.
Bale Breaker.
Yeah,
Bale Breaker
they
was
did
doing a lot of
sprucey
spruce
one.
tips.
Yeah.
Cathedral Tree by Fort George is also just. Or is it Magnanimous?
Magnanimous.
Magnanimous
yeah.
is the one that uses.
But they also do Spruce Bud, so they do
It's
too.
so good though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when
So-
Tim Ensign was at Fort
He's
George.
still providing some of
he's
the
still,
spruce and all
yeah,
that shit.
His
Yeah, so
farm
you know
produces
that,
a lot
yeah.
of that spruce.
No
for
kidding?
Yeah, swear to God, still to this day.
And his
Wow.
wife does none of the work.
And that's
what I've
totally
heard.
okay.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm not going to get him in any trouble by saying, like, she just lays around Jana, I think is her
Jana
name.
is
She
one
does nothing.
Jana
Tim
is
is
one-
the engine behind everything.
I think somebody's
Jana
telling
is
lies.
one of the sweetest women I've ever known, and she does work her butt off for the Northwest Cider Association.
That's true,
So
that's
I do
true.
know that.
Dig him in a
You,
hole.
you
by the
guys,
By the
are
way, if you
joshing
haven't had
around.
if you haven't had Tim Ensign come to your space and do some fucking DJing,
Spin some records.
holy
At the Elks Lodge
I
this
swear
summer.
to
He
God.
spun records at the Elks
He
Lodge.
has been traveling around.
I heard he slaps.
He was at Ben's Bottle Shop a couple times. He is on for hire, guys. If you want Tim Ensign, I think his name is DJ Spin.
I think you
Okay.
might have just made yourself $75.
I
We need to
swear
advertise
God,
for that guy. It was great.
He is one of the. It's the best
Right
because
the middle point for you, Dan.
Yeah,
he needs to do a
50-year-old
commercial.
Man, like all the good songs.
and he's
we
oh,
all
he's
love.
putting on the funk. He's
could
putting
even get
on
the young people.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, yeah. Reach out.
Tim,
Reach out.
Pros to Tim Ensign
Yeah.
from Steeplejack. Dude,
Bri-
that guy
bri-
is great.
Bridge those bonds.
I love
Yeah.
him. Tim is great. We got to have Tim back
Can
on the
he
show.
fucking Venmo you guys like $75 for that ad?
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Just did a huge ad for him.
I think
tell
he
him.
can. Yeah.
You know what
absolutely.
we'll do is we'll put him in the description of the show. We
Does-
talk about Tim Ensign.
does
Where's my
Brew-
money,
Link,
bitch?
link,
Yeah.
link.
Does Brew Happy have a Venmo? I'm gonna go home and work on
We should
that.
work on that.
It was good though. He has a good feel for a
He
room,
really
dude.
does.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
He goes, who's here? A couple of 20-year-olds and
He did a couple here,
50-year-olds.
dude.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, and beer mongers.
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
This is a hard room because we got a mixture.
I'm gonna
But he
have him
gets
DJ
some
my
easy
wedding.
Room when fucking Tim Ensign starts ripping records.
Oh wow.
Not easy for me, but easy for him.
He's
He has
he's the man.
skills.
Yeah.
Tim
Tim
Ensign.
Ensign, you're DJ.
I want him to DJ my wedding.
There you go. By the way, if you haven't been over to
it.
Steeplejack,
Is
there's
that
a couple
happening?
locations.
Someday.
There's no
next
fucking
this,
way
this
you're gonna
next
talk
year.
her into that, dude.
This next year.
They're gonna be dating for like 19 years.
Steeplejack, with a couple locations in the Portland metro area, is a fantastic brewer. We do love Steeplejack, guys. Give them some love. Tim Enzing is about that as well. So give some Steeplejack love.
I've also heard that.
Yeah. They make great beer.
They made a damn good porter. I was enjoying it.
Yes, you were. It's
oh
gone.
my goodness.
In
my
Bad
belly.
acoustics for talking. I will say, good for singing.
Yeah.
It's a church, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna throw my opinion out there. It's really
fucking
fucked
great.
up there. It's really loud.
Yeah, but if you do, everybody in the room's going to hear it.
You know where we sit? We sit in the side room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
The whiskey
Christmas right now when everybody's full
everyone's
apart. I
fucking
was there
rolling.
last night. Great cast beer. Like,
So good.
Epic cast beer. The Alewife on cask.
Oh,
so
fuck yeah.
tasty.
That is a really good one. I have that every time I go.
Dark mild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the news, talk about other beer and brew happenings.
Oh my God.
And
I might have to slow down on
might have to slow down.
on my beers.
I think we're gonna see if Sean hangs out, but if he doesn't, that's okay, and we do appreciate him, guys. If you haven't been to Beer Mongers and seen Sean Campbell, you met Sean Campbell,
You should.
do it
He's right here.
before he starts drinking, so he'll remember your name.
Oh, hey, Sean, guess what Bruce Lee's favorite beverage is?
Kombucha.
No. It's water! Which is what I'm going to get right now.
Fucking Christ.
All right, guys.
You now owe somebody $1.
Oh, what?
Don't forget our bet for next week.
That's right.
$10 to shave everything but the mustache.
Okay. Remember, you got to send me a text on
I
that.
will.
All right.
Friday or Saturday.
I rely on, I have ADD. I rely on documentation.
Sean Campbell is the man of Beer Mongers.
He is.
Thank you again for the Big Bad Baptist.
Oh, my God. It's so delicious.
So good. And we'll be right back
Hell
with
of a
some
beer.
brew news, another brew happy
Happenings, yeah.
Shit's happening. Just listen.
Oh, yeah.
Fuckers. We'll be right back.
Be nice.
I love our fuckers.
Oh.
They're beer fuckers.
What?
I don't know.
That's not how that works.
It is.
You've had too much to drink.
It's not true.
All right.
I just haven't finished my beer yet.
We'll have more.
All right. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It's too good. It's not too good because you can keep drinking it. If it were too good, you'd have to stop.
I don't want to like it too. That's the thing. I'm like, it's so salty
perfect, yeah.
and rich.
It's that sweet, salty combo.
I think I might have lied. Yeah, when you guys asked me, I think I said I like the dark star
redacted.
more.
It's
But
all right.
yeah, I
It's
actually
okay.
like the other one more.
I stuck
because
up
of
for
the
the other
sugar.
one.
We'll redact it.
You know, it's funny because this one's starting to grow on me more.
Well, it's warming up.
So
Hey,
now-
this is Sean
draft
from the
and
Beer
it's cold.
Mongers, and
We're
you're
keep
listening
the
to the
draft
Brew
beer
Happy
cold.
Show.
It's so funny, though, because we're
Let
switching
me have a little
sides.
taste of that.
Yeah.
Damien, it's 15%. Can you afford to give me like a little taste of it? He's like, nah. I need to fucking get wasted.
I don't know.
Beer Mongers. Where in this urban jungle can I find a decent craft beer?
Look, what's that off in the distance?
Distance? What distance? We're so conveniently located at Southeast 11th Avenue.
Beer Mongers, bottle shop and tap room. Oh no, what's that?
Dave!
Rooting around in our extensive selection.
So many different beers!
Beer Mongers, bottle shop and tap room.
For more information, visit thebeermongers.com or check out our social media.
Hi, this is the Green Goddess of Portland, here to bring interior wilding to your space. Offering local consultations, weekly plant care, pest solutions, rare plant curation and sales. This houseplant hobby has cultivated a worthy collection backed by knowledge and experience. And now I want to help you make your business beautiful. Contact Bronwyn, the Green Goddess, at greengoddessbotanic@gmail.com and Green Goddess Botanic on Instagram.
Beers. And there's, I I feel like they're so underappreciated.
Right, but for Fort George to pick up on it, and like they did 2 beers with them, and they were like, "Yes, we appreciate what you're doing," and they don't have to. Because Fort George can just sell their own blackberry fucking beer, right? You know? And
But they
so
did.
it is nice. I continue to be reinvigorated in Oregon because like breweries do reach out, like the big ones, like Breakside reaches out to like little people, and they don't have to because you could just crush them if you want, you know. Fort George is just like
Bye, see you later. We're taking over.
hope they get to open somewhere.
Got that new, well, they eclectic space is what they're supposed to.
Right.
I hope they just closed one space. They need a space. You're free if you want to mingle, but if you want to stay, that's fine too. No obligation.
Right. I'll hang out.
We're gonna get into Foreland.
We'll start with that one, yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is Ty from Single Hill Brewing, and you are listening to the Brew Happy Show.
For the rest of us.
Ramadan Shalom.
That can happen any day of the year, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the airing of the grievances was 2 days ago. Today's
that's
the...
on Seinfeld, but the original, yeah, any fucking day you want.
Oh shit. That's how I do my birthday.
You know, it's funny.
Chuckanut's closed. I just closed down Foreland. So these
God
guys
damn
got nowhere to go. So you are going to have to go on and talk for like 5 minutes. And it's like, yeah, there's no, it's okay.
We're going to talk
Say
about
whatever
it.
you want.
Well,
It's a
text me
free
when I'm on the
speech.
clock. I
It's a
would love
free
to take
speech
a break.
zone.
David, the resident bartender, is hanging out here. He's just stopping
True.
by. He's leaving
I
now.
love it. Yeah.
I'm not generally worried about what
We're gonna miss
I
you,
know,
Dave.
but I'm just saying, like, you have to, experience.
Yeah, we're telling you right now on the show, we love you, Dave.
Yeah.
We love you. We love your beard.
Not Craig.
Really?
Yeah.
I grew it myself.
Did you really? You
It's
didn't buy it
growing
on
out-
Amazon?
It's growing out nicely.
You didn't sell out to
Very full.
Bezos?
I see a Kris Kringle in your future.
I mean, personally, I'm hoping for that like salt and pepper you got going on right
Oh,
now.
thanks.
He's gonna shave it this week.
Yeah.
I bet him $10 to keep just the mustache.
I want him to do an
$10
outlet.
bet.
I actually want him to do an outlet.
I mean, I could use the money for
Like
gas.
the Magnum PI
So-
kind of thing.
I was gonna say you
And
would
it's
go
gonna
with the
be-
mustache.
By the way,
but
Damien,
sure, yeah.
Inflation.
I love that you pigeonholed Dave to be fat and old one day as Santa Claus.
No.
No.
I was specifically talking about the
you
beard.
kinda- No, you kind of did.
You talked about you talked about
You
that
kind
other
of
stuff.
you kind of pigeonholed him.
No. I'm gonna do Kris Kringle, but I'm gonna wear a fat suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Country artist named Teddy Swims, and some random fucking guy at a hockey game goes, "What's up, Teddy Swims?"
You do kind of look like Teddy Swims.
I didn't know what the fuck that meant when that guy said it.
Do you know what you know who he is
He
now?
does not.
Okay. Okay.
Teddy swims. And we're both like,
No
Fuck
one's ever
you.
called me a skinny version of shit. So
Maybe
I'll
that.
take it as a compliment.
Oh,
off the bat.
Okay.
We're having fun here at Beer Mongers.
Like
If
the
you don't
straight-edge
know,
preppy version of Teddy Swims, maybe.
Teddy Swims is a skinny version of Jelly Roll.
if you don't know,
I don't know what Jelly Roll
what's
is.
going on here, Beer Mongers is the place to be because we're having a lot of fun.
Wow.
So guys, come down.
Generational references.
How many days have they been open straight? Can you look at the board?
We're gonna swim out of here.
How many
Okay.
consistent?
We have
How many days? How many days consecutively open for 12 years?
5,583.
83.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sean, how do you feel about that number?
Scared, man. I don't know when it's going to end. It's like a lot of pressure.
It doesn't have to. I mean, there's a bar
It
in
might.
Ireland that has been open for almost like 1,000 years, I think. Sean's bar.
Do they need like electricity and stuff? Like, what
apparent-
if Portland just is like, oh, there's no power tomorrow?
Apparently, it was originally hollowed out of the side of a hill or something like that,
There you
and
go.
then
That's how they
a
keep it
town
shit
kind
cold.
of built around it.
There you go.
And so that's just it looks like a craggy
Yeah.
underground it
Well,
it
this-
looks pretty cool.
You know what the crazy thing about this is? Even though there's an asterisk, it's a small asterisk because of some of the days that he wasn't open, he was kind of open.
He was open.
And then there were the days that
no
you
alcohol.
couldn't serve alcohol.
Yeah.
9 days of no.
Well, no,
beer.
because you went one day
We were
over
here-
there,
we
and
were-
then you went the next day over here.
Yeah.
And you were kind of open. That's what I put the asterisks on. But then you had 9 days you were open, but you weren't serving alcohol, but you were doing a lot of cool stuff
I
outside.
don't know that it's necessary to qualify all that, but yes.
He was
Well,
open.
He was
They
open
were-
every single day.
They were different periods of time.
Right.
Yes.
There was the moving
Yeah.
where there was seamless.
Yeah.
It
So-
was pretty fucking seamless.
No,
There's
the
a-
moving was seamless, but then 9 months later, I fucked up the paperwork, and we couldn't serve alcohol for
Right.
9 days. So,
Right.
2 separate events.
Okay.
But
Okay.
to be
Fair
to be
enough.
fair, they were open. They had a really great.
Still open.
They had a great week or
And
so.
also,
of,
you can sell Underberg if you're not
That's right.
able to sell alcohol.
It's
It's
true.
weird. It's
It's
not
true.
alcohol.
It's true.
I kind of feel like Underberg right now.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah?
Can we get Underberg?
I will not drink it.
You're
It's
not?
It's my least favorite thing.
Really?
I swear to God.
So good for your stomach.
It is good for your stomach.
It's a
better.
digestif, but I do not like it.
Oh, it's good. I am not into peer pressure. I'm one
Thanks.
of the few, like,
Well, the last time you were here, you made me drink it, so
I've
So you-
changed, so I've
so you've drank
agreed
it.
to mature over time.
yes, I have drank it.
This is
That's why I don't like
one
it.
of the things I've agreed to do.
That's fair
Just
enough.
get better.
It's almost a new year.
Get better.
I hate
Don't-
licorice, but I will do an Underberg with you.
Okay, there you go.
Make it happen.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the news real quick.
All right, let's go.
Earlier, before Sean actually stepped onto the podcast, we were talking about the 2025 beer release calendar for Von Ebert. We talked about some of the things, the core beers that are always going to be hanging out. The rotating IPA series, you're going to get some really great beers like A Boat with No Name, Cold IPA, Nook and Friends, West Coast IPA, the Tiki Twist, New Zealand IPA.
Tiki Twist, New Zealand would appeal to our friend John Lovegrove.
There you go. Seasonal Lager series also kicking off. You have some Helles, you have a Czech Pilsner, a Fest beer.
Hell yes to Helles.
And a Lunar Time American Rice Lager.
What? Lunar
Yeah.
Time? What does that mean?
Volatile, I don't know. Volatile Substance IPA varietals. You're going to have a tropical, a
Okay.
saturated, other things. And then some collaborations.
Oh,
Check
what
this
kind?
out. February, collaboration with Fort George.
Okay.
April, collaboration with Russian River Brewing Company.
That sounds great.
June, collaboration with Ism Brewing.
Ism? What is that?
I don't know. You're going to find out. In August, Green Cheek Beer Company.
We
We're
learned
just-
about them at Function PDX.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry we weren't able to
have an actual show on that one.
accurately record that,
Uh,
but we talked about it on the following show.
In October, a collaboration with Cloudburst Brewing.
Oh, yes.
And then in December of this next year, Shred Brewing Company collaborating with
Shred?
Von Ebert. Yeah, Shred out of Rockland, California.
Rockland?
Rockland.
Okay.
Rockland.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
that's pretty cool. Check that out. Ferment Brewing, winter beers, releases Imperial Stout, Barley
Love
Wine,
them,
and
love them.
Stock Ale.
Okay.
What?
Okay, wait a second. I
What?
got to go back to Shred Brewing.
Yeah, Rockland, California.
Sean, have you heard of this place?
A little bit.
Okay. What do you know?
Day one brings them in. and
Okay.
they're probably pretty good.
Day one distribution.
We do love those guys. Rocky.
They do all right?
Robbie Rose is a badass
Dude,
mother.
they're really small. Like,
Okay.
I can't, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Why, you like the name Shred? Or?
I like the name Shred.
Of course,
I'm like,
dude,
it
but it's
reminds
like
me
two
of like
skateboarders
Shredder from the Ninja Turtles.
There you go.
Shredder.
So we were talking about ferment.
Okay.
You just had
I did.
it's the Imperial Stout aged in a mix of whiskey barrels
I
and
still-
red wine barrels.
I'm still making my way through it.
Check this out. Blended together,
Uh-huh.
the Huge Sippers presents flavors of coffee, dried fruits,
Yes.
juicy berries,
Yes.
leather, and oak.
I don't know about the leather.
13.6% ABV.
The oak.
The ferment barley wine is another fun one. Oak barrels creating malt layers. They evoke deep and dried fruit, oak, and toffee.
Yes. Barley wine, a fruity and malty, high
your-
hop aroma
Take
flavor.
your Underberg.
Oh yes. We're doing Underberg. Okay.
Do that while I talk. That's at 12.4%.
Doing the news.
Bottoms up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the stock ale, a traditional cellared in barrels for long periods of time. They age the stock ale for 8 months to allow Brettanomyces to perform its slow-acting magic. You're welcome. I can smell it from here. And create a warm complexity. Look for notes of toasted almonds and dried Bing cherries. That's 10.2% from ferment. Guys, look for those delicious beers on the shelves. How was that? How was your
Wow.
How's your from Underberg?
It got under my tongue.
Yeah, that fucking
Feel
did.
like a man.
Looked
Feel like a
you
burly
liked that
man.
at all, dude.
Yeah.
You did take it all, didn't you?
No, I did not like that at all because I don't like licorice, but I'll tell you what, I feel fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway, Uptown Beer Company recently just celebrated 13 years, and they had a big anniversary event, but that also meant some fantastic beers, like the dry hop lager called Uptown from what?
What?
Yeah, an exclusive beer that they made in honor of their 13 years of beer. Congratulations to our friends over at Uptown Beer.
Uptown Beer Company, yeah.
Uptown Beer.
We gotta love Uptown.
Do
I
love
delivered beer for them through COVID.
Yeah, you did.
Helped them survive.
That's right. Yakima Chief Hops announces
Good
the
people.
8th annual Pink Boots Hop Blend. Pink Boots Hop Blend. That's a lot to say.
Pink Boots.
Pink Boots.
Pink Boots.
Do you love the Pink Boots Society?
We do love them.
The 8th annual Pink Boots Blend is not available to ship to Canada, New Zealand, or Taiwan. But you can get it here, of course, in the States. And this is going to be a fantastic harmony of Simcoe, Mosaic, Chinook, and Crush.
All very good hops.
Fantastic. Get that wherever Yakima Chief hops are available and support the Pink Boots Society. Public Coast Brewing has a fantastic Stranger Tides and Dunkel Dreams. These
Okay.
are some 2 new beers that they're going to be throwing at you.
I'm down with some Dunkel.
You are down with some Dunkel.
You know I am.
The brewery has a new stout called Stranger, which is
okay.
which is more looks like Street Ranger.
Okay.
It's ST Ranger, but it's Stranger Tides, which is
kind
of a homage maybe to the show.
Like Fallout?
No.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Oh, Stranger Things. Okay.
Stranger Tides.
There's a stranger character in Fallout.
That's true. Stranger Tides is a chocolate cherry stout in collaboration with Portland-based Ranger Chocolate. Stranger.
Okay, I see where we're going with this. Okay.
The stout is
I'm
described
making the connections.
as
I've had a few.
combining the rich allure of Ranger Chocolate cacao with tangy juice of Oregon-grown cherries. And now the brewery's other release is Dunkel Dreams is a collaboration with Portland-based Smith Tea Maker and pairs the classic malt flavor of lager with the masala chai to create a perfect spiked beverage for the holiday season.
This is not the first time Smith Tea has collaborated with a brewery.
This is true.
We've talked about this in the past.
Yes, the Stranger Tides Cherry Chocolate Stout is a spirited 7.8%, so not too high. Lots of cherry and lots of cacao. The Dunkel Dreams is only 5.2%, boasting a warm blend of
Taking
the
off,
chai
Sean?
and malts. He's just gonna walk around, maybe pee, let him go.
All right.
Don't hold him back from living his life. He's gonna go get more beer. If he doesn't come back, we do love you, Sean Campbell.
Thanks, Sean.
That's gonna be a delicious. We gotta get that.
I think that's accurate.
we're gonna
That's an
define
accurate assessment.
The Brewers Association has a 2024 year in beer.
Okay.
The number of small and independent breweries in
Yeah,
operation
yeah.
in 2024 totaled 9,736.
That's a lot.
Throughout the year, the Brewers Association has tracked 335 new brewery openings.
What?
With 399 closings.
Oh.
Despite the slight decline in the number of breweries in the operation, closing remained a low percent of total opening breweries.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
The craft brewing industry, they say, has supported nearly 460,000 jobs nationwide, fostering local economies and creating opportunities. The craft beer contribution to the U.S. economy reached an impressive $77.1 billion, demonstrating its vital role in the broader beverage market. The hot market trends, non-alcoholic beer, was a boom as a 30% up year to year from January through October. Brewers refine their techniques to deliver flavor-packed options. The focus over this year was the unfettered innovation ruling in the industry. The brewers were focusing more on building off of products and models than that they found successful, and of course the hospitality was also great. The major events of the year were, of course, GABF. Welcome more than 40,000 attendees. 40,000, not 400,000.
Okay.
40,000 attendees featuring 2,500 different beers from 500 different breweries, cideries, and ready-to-drink cocktails, hard teas, and kombuchas. World Beer Cup, and, of course, Beer Weeks, which was a great event as well. Looking forward to 2025 And unfortunately, one of Portland's coziest breweries, tap rooms, is closing. Portland Beer is closing the book on The Study. Portland Tap Room, The Study, that has been the showcase for the McMinnville, Oregon-based brewery, cutting-edge West Coast IPAs, lagers, and cask beers since 2021, is shutting down. The Study, which was one of the coolest and cutest little nooks in the wall, they are closing that little facility. That does not mean...
Where's this?
McMinnville.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean Forland's done. It just means they're closing that location.
Yeah. Now,
which is a bummer because it's real fun.
It is.
There's a fireplace. There's books. It smells like leather and rich mahogany.
Yeah. Now, something that I did want to kind of point out there is that this is.
Yes.
So, the brewers.
Yes.
The staff.
Yes.
Sean Burke.
Yeah.
Who we know from Von Eber.
Yeah.
And before that, the Commons was a big part of that. And the current, one of the current brewers of Grand Fur is over there. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Okay, here it is. Brandon Barclay from Zeugel House, Noah Palmer and Lily Hulsman from Grand Fur, and then of course Sean Burke, and then the Aaron Copeland, who left Ex Novo. Was a part of that as well. So it's really sad that so many great brewers that have put a lot of their time and effort into that place. You know, and we're seeing kind of the end of a chapter there. They were open for a solid 4 years. It seems like the neighborhood really enjoyed the beer. They loved the pub.
Yeah.
So it kind of leaves us to wonder, well, what went wrong? Is it just the
That might just be the
economy?
neighborhood, yeah.
Is it the neighborhood wasn't supporting it enough? Is the cost of doing business going up too high? I mean, it could be a multitude of factors. A veritable cornucopia.
It's a tough place to do work right now these days.
Yeah, but we do want to, regardless of what the problems may be, we had a great run with that Forland location, and we do want to raise a glass and a Prost Bell. It was a beloved spot. Just reading some of the comments about them, it sounds like they had a really great following, and people loved the staff and the bartenders and the beers. So
it's true. True.
Sad to see. And then you got, there's all sorts of closures that have been going on as well. You got over even on the East Coast, Torched Hop Brewing recently closed down, and they had been a staple in Atlanta for a very long time. And good food, good beers.
There you go.
Again,
It's hard to beat.
People depended on that place. So it's always sad when a brew pub shuts down.
I feel like this place needs a pizza phone.
Pizza phone?
Beer Monkers needs a pizza phone.
Oh, well.
We'll talk to Sean Campbell about that later.
I mean, Ranch Pizza is the closest pizza place near here.
You should get a pizza phone.
That could be a thing.
It'd be fun.
What do you think?
Put it on the wall.
Yeah.
Ranch Pizza. They deliver.
Where else did we see the pizza phone? That would be Proper Pint.
Proper Pint.
Yeah.
The original pizza phone.
The original pizza phone, and that goes to, is it Bridge City Pizza?
That is Bridge City Pizza.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Is that Detroit-style pizza?
It is indeed, yes.
Yeah,
That's another 100 points on the board for Damien DeBizer.
I'm just putting it out there. If
Let's go pizza phone
you
for
beer
400.
fans out there want to pair up your beer.
We surveyed the top 100 people. The
Southeast.
answers.
Was that Woodstock or
Yeah.
Division?
Woodstock.
Woodstock, okay. Yeah. Southeast.
OG.
Check it out. We're just saying.
Do it.
As connoisseurs of pairing food and beer, the Brew Happy Show wholeheartedly recommends those places.
By the way,
what?
We did a thing not at work today.
Not at work?
Not at work.
Okay, so
in case someone at
is
work.
it you and the work people, or are we
Yeah.
speaking undercover here?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
not at work with the people who I work with.
Uh-huh.
We did a beer exchange.
Okay.
I got some ciders today.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you sharing?
I can bring some next week.
Okay.
I'll bring some.
You didn't bring any now.
Well, it's in my car.
I think we're good with the beer.
Probably.
I'm feeling a little. I'm feeling this.
But a Marionberry from Incline and a Blueberry Crisp from Incline.
I'm feeling this Fremont.
You are.
I am.
Better make sure your wife comes and picks you up.
Oh, you're not gonna give me a ride home?
I can.
Oh, thanks.
I will.
Awesome.
As long as you keep your clothes on.
Hey, you're the one that usually takes your pants off.
Whoa!
I understand aeration.
It's my car. I'll do what I want, goddammit. And I
Fair
think
enough.
with that being said, it has been another successful night here at Beer Mongers. And on that note, we will say...
No Pants Tuesday.
Adieu to you.
Just throwing that out there.
Fucking No Pants Tuesday.
What?
Tell the people what they want to hear, and let's get that.
I just
Fuck
did.
outta here.
All right. Well, what they want to hear is that the Beer Mongers is a wonderful pub. I encourage you all to keep brewing happy. I love you. I don't just love you. I don't just like you. I love you. I don't want to have a beer with you. Maybe this beer right here. Right here at the Beer
Fucking
Mongers.
Christ, I gotta
Keep
drive
brewing. Keep brewing, but brew happy. Every week, right here at the Beer Mongers. Get your beer on right here. It's a wonderful place. Okay. We're going to end the show now. I love you. Cheers. Yeah. Good job. Thanks.
This production is
catching up
brought
with
to you
me.
by Brew Happy Media,
Whoa.
the ultimate brewers media resource.
Whoa.
Go to the brewhappyshow.com,
I knew
brewhappypodcast.com.
5 minutes ago.
Follow us on Twitter,
swear to God.
Facebook, and YouTube at Brew Happy. For more cigar pairings, please check out our sponsor, paulcigars.net.
I swear to God.
Questions,
I swear to
concerns,
God.
advertising, or guest relations, please reach us at
words
brewhappypdx
and
at gmail.com. Remember, brew happy, drink responsibly. Cheers.
Damien, I need more beer.
Boner Jams 98.